about Chitty Chat? Kitty cat. Well, I was wrong in the Rittenhouse thing. The first read I did on it, I went back and watched it again. And, you know, sometimes when you get a reading wrong and you go back and watch it, then you see, you know, where you misinterpreted or where it went wrong. I'll have to watch the other one that I did this morning. But I know, you know, was feeling again that they were taking his age into consideration and some of these other things that were happening. But yeah, he totally got off. So maybe at the end, where it was tied up, he's mentally going to be tied up with this, you know, instead of it being physically in jail. I'll have to go back and watch it and see where I went off on the reading. But, you know, like I said, we don't always get them all right. So this one was wrong, and I'm the first to admit it. If I did a wrong read, I'll say I did a wrong read, okay? So yeah, we'll have to see. But he's going to be tied up mentally the rest of his life. People know he killed those guys, so he'll never get away from that. He may be out of jail, but he's still confined in his mind, so I'll leave that here. Now, what's interesting, too, is I've heard from a lot of you, a lot of people. Like I said, I had that experience last night. It was like somebody coming in and squeezing your heart like a heart attack, but I knew it wasn't a heart attack. But yeah, it was like that. It was that pain. And it happened the minute the eclipse started. I knew the minute that it started because I felt it right then. It was coming in. Now, I just heard from somebody in India that was driving home from their night shift. They work in the medical field. They were driving home from their night shift, and they said they felt a shadowy hand come along and grabbed a steering wheel and threw them off the road. Okay, made them wreck, yeah. Said had a near-death experience. His life was flashing in front of his eyes because he felt a shadowy hand just grab the wheel. And so a lot of people had that experience, but like I told him, that's past, okay? They had their one shot, okay? The darkness had its one big shot, and now that's past, okay? But a lot of people on here said the same thing. They had a really definite experience last night. Another one said he was driving and had tunnel vision all of a sudden, okay? A lot of people had that experience with that, okay? And so, but that's past, okay? So don't take it into your mind. Don't run with it. Don't be in fear now, because it was a one-night thing. They had their shot, and that's it, okay? Oh, my goodness. So again, we just go forward. But those, you know, these kind of things, energies, and this, like I said, this time, it's getting even more so that polarization is happening, okay? And those that want to put darkness on a pedestal, good luck with that, okay? If you exchange the truth for the dark and you call the dark light and the light dark, okay? Good luck with that. So again, don't be surprised that this is an all-out assault with those energies, this division. But ultimately, that dark is not going to win, okay? It's got to have that, like I said, it had that eclipse last night. It has to have that total darkness in order to have as much sway as they had last night. But that's past, okay? They had one big shot. Past. So now we go forward, okay? We go forward and said, you could try, but not going to win, okay? Not going to win. And, it's sad to see people that exchange the truth for darkness and put darkness on a pedestal, okay? And worship that. And they want to persecute the light. Okay? And they're going to do it to their own destruction in the end. Okay? They may be yucking it up now and think that they've really got something. Okay? So anyway, I'm going to leave this here. But yeah, I just want to put that out there. It's interesting that so many people had those experiences last night. And like I said, I knew immediately the minute the eclipse hit. Because I got up and I looked online and it said exactly when that thing hit me, that was when the eclipse started. I was like, yeah, okay. Oh my goodness. So on that note, I'm going to leave this here and see what else I find on the internet. And I think I'll go back and watch the Rittenhouse one that I did this morning. I watched the one I did the other day. And yeah, it makes sense. Sometimes you have to look at something in hindsight, and then you can see where you got off with it, because there's so many interpretations you can make when you're looking at the cards, okay? So yeah, the one this morning, I remember it was that being tied up. But swords is also the thing of mind, okay? And I think we're looking at so much the being jailed that I went too far with the read. Instead of being jailed, he's confined in his mind and he will never get beyond it. People are always going to remember that, okay? They're always going to remember what he's done, and he'll never get away from it, okay? So much love and light, but I'm going to go back and watch that again. And, if you have a reading that goes kind of off track, afterwards go back and watch it again and then see where it was, the interpretation of the cards, where it was that one went off. Okay, so much love and light. See you online.